In this video we're going to be replacing this door and frame. With this upvc door and frame. First thing you need to do when measuring for a upvc door is to measure the outside reveal. I measure this in a few places, up at the top, in the middle here, and down at the bottom. And you want your door frame 10mm wider than the widest point on these outside reveals. Okay? So that gives you your door frame width 10mm wider than the widest point in these outside reveals. So get the widest point and add 10mm to it. Now, for the height, measure the internal reveal down to the floor. Take into consideration what floor covering you have on it and add that. So in this case there's tiles, so it's 10mm extra I'll add to it, and add another 10mm top and bottom, and that gives you the height of your door frame.
If the difference between the internal reveal at the head and the external reveal at the head is higher than the 10mm allocated, use the higher number.
After removing the door, the next thing we have to do is remove the door frame. The best way to do that is to just cut the door frame at some stage. Be careful not to be too heavy when you're cutting, hammering away with chisels and that, you'll break the outside reveal. So now we've taken the door frame down and cleaned it all up and got it ready for fitting in the new door. But in order to get this, there's lugs that goes on the PVC door, and in order to get the lugs have to be attached to the internal reveal here. So the internal reveal is going to have to be taken off, and you're better off taking that off before you put the door up. As you can see yourself, these reveals aren't even at right angles, they're a desperate job, you know. So I'm going to strip back this internal reveal here to accept the lugs when the door goes in, to hold the door in place, and then we'll be able to fit the door. Now I've removed the inner reveals here, as you can see, but I've preserved the edging. Right? Preserve the edge beading when you're doing it, so you don't have to do anything on the front of it here. Okay? It's all removed. I'm ready for the installation. This is the door frame now in place. I was sitting up on two timber blocks, ready for fixing. I'm putting the door in, push it fully across to one side and then slide it back and even out the distance on each side, so you're catching the full reveal. This is one of the lugs, and how it goes on is you put it into the side of the edge of the door frame and have it down, pointing down, and then hold it in with your finger and force it up, and it catches the inside of the lip there, and that's how these lugs hold. All the lugs in it now, right? I'm just screwing up the last two here to hold the door in place. Now the door is secured and operational and ready for finishing.